Welcome into the PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the one and only DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a 5-star review if you're listening on audio. I'm here with Shawn DePaz on a very special Thursday for a very special boy. Mr. Johnny Venerable is turning 16?
I thought it was just 6.
Woo! Yeah, that's why he's not here today. He's celebrating his birthday and just having a good time with the fam. So I wish him the best, Johnny. I miss you, and I have to sit next to my blonde-haired counterpart, Mr. Shawn DePaz. Shawn, a little bit of scramble this morning, and not really our faults, I would say, for the first time.
I would agree.
I'm wearing this shirt, my Sun Devils shirt, very comfortable, PHNXLocker.com if you haven't gotten one yet. A little sad today, and we'll get to that later on in the day right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel, but Jaden Daniels just announced that, or he didn't announce. It is speculated that he will be transferring. So immediate reactions on this show. What do you think?
Sadness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he's planning on going to answer Josh Hunt's question. I haven't even, I'm still a whirlwind, so I don't know. Haven't thought about that too much, but I don't know. It's kind of odd that he sent that whole video or whatever about him staying, and now he is no longer staying. So you have to wonder what motivated that decision. You have to wonder if he knew that Zach Hill was going to be leaving when he made that video, if that has anything to do with it, if he doesn't like the new OC. Just mine's kind of running wild now.
Yeah.
So.
And again, this is not the Sun Devil Show. We'll be coming to you live shortly after this show, talking about strictly ASU. But right now, let's have a little bit of fun. We'll get into our picks from yesterday. I'll throw up mine from, let's see. We'll go, no. Oh, no.
What is happening?
Oh, no.
I don't trust whatever is about to take place in this show today.
Johnny, what are you doing here?
It was supposed to be my day off, and then I'm bombarded with tweets. I have my old gray sweatshirt on. This is me running in here and logging on because I don't trust any of what you have planned, and I'm squashing it now.
So you're going to stay in the stream. You're going to watch this.
I'm going to watch the show live here. Thank you, Josh.
Okay. Well, everybody wish Johnny a happy birthday. It is his special day for a special boy. Johnny, your wife actually sent me some pictures of what you guys did this morning. Yeah, she did. You guys went to Chuck E. Cheese, had a good time. It is your 16th birthday, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
You got your driver's license, driving a car, and then I actually received this in the mail this morning. 16 years of this guy. So happy birthday to you.
November 28th. That was a few months ago, but
and then of course we got your season pass to the zoo. And you had a nice time with Betty the goat. And
damn it if I don't love the Phoenix Zoo to death. I love it so much. All right. I'm going to leave now. Thank you for the warm wishes.
Well, before you get out of here, we do have some props for your birthday. I want to know if you think these are value picks. Shawn thinks that you win by KO at Chuck E. Cheese. You knock out Chuck E. Cheese or by TKO. That's at plus 200, and he also thinks you're going to eat over 8.5 slices of pizza. Is that value?
I couldn't tell you the last time I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese. I have been to is it called Peter Piper's Pizza?
Peter Piper, yeah.
Yes, with my children for a birthday party over the summer, and that place was lovely. Are Chuck E. Cheese's even around anymore, or did they die off with the pandemic?
I couldn't tell you.
There's somewhere. I just think you're gonna get there. You're gonna be feeling yourself. You're gonna just give the mouse the old 1-2, knock them out, and then celebrate with at least one full pizza.
I do love good animatronic people in costumes or robots in costumes. So if we do a team outing for PHNX, that's would be one of my votes. Is something like that.
Well, I have you tonight to pass out after you eat your birthday cake. Swift pass out. I don't know what the seconds over under are. I think it's just a novelty prop where you just have to fall asleep anytime in the recent minutes after eating your birthday cake. And then I also have you getting over 156.5 tickets. So I think you're a pretty good arcader.
That said tickles. I thought you're coming to tickle me at my home.
156 seconds of tickles, Mr. Venerable.
Can I give you a hot take right now that I think both of you need to hear as co-hosts of the ASU show. This is a good thing that Jaden Daniels is leaving. Shane, you were, I think, gallivanting at some EDM concert, but I actually worked ASU's post-game show of their bowl loss, and he was atrocious. He has not gotten better. He is not a college quarterback. He is an athlete playing quarterback. Now, you can make an argument that they have not put the necessary coaching and pieces around him from a personnel standpoint, and you guys know the program better than I do. But as a bystander watching this program, I have no dog in this fight. I didn't go to ASU. I didn't go to U of A, but I want to see the program do well. I think this is an opportunity to find a better quarterback for what Herm Edwards wants to do. And additionally, if they do blow it up after this year and they fire Herm, let Jaden go be a part of a different program where he actually has a future. So I think for next season, the Sun Devils will be better off. You can play this back. I might end up being wrong. What I watched, I think his ceiling has been capped as a college quarterback.
Hey, Johnny, this is the bet show. Thank you for your input. Go enjoy your birthday, Johnny. Get out of here.
It's my birthday. I get to talk about what I want to talk about. All right. Bye. Thank you.
Later. Well, that was
a nice little surprise.
That was very unexpected. I will say that. Okay. Well, as I was trying to do before, I'm going to throw up our picks from yesterday. So yesterday, I had another good day.
I feel like you've been having a lot of good days.
Yeah, I've been on fire. Raptors covered. The Houston and Phoenix game did not go under because the Suns decided that they wanted to let the little boys play. But the Atlanta and Orlando game went over. Detroit and Boston game went over. And then I went 1 for 2 on my props. Spicy P did not hit that threshold of 23.5. But King Julius, as always, hit that. He never seems to let me down. Okay, well, Johnny, happy birthday. Thank you for tuning in to the show and joining us. But now it's time for the big dogs to eat.
There are actual dogs in the office right now. But
there are.
I heard them outside.
Do you have any props for the dogs on the show later?
Definitely over half of like, or 1+ urinations on the rug from the dogs. I think
one of them, over half.
Over a half, yeah. I think one of them is bound to pee on something or someone. Maybe on. There we go. There's my prop.
Yeah, if somebody pee on Craig.
Pee on a human, and by human I do mean Craig.
Craig,
yes.
Nice. Well, let's get into some real props because the people come here to make some money. We'll start with me. Emma, why don't you pull up my picks for today? Or my props. There's my picks. Okay. Capitals, 3-way money line. As I say on the show a lot, if you want more value in a team's money line in hockey, you go to the 3-way route, which just means that they win in regulation. Capitals playing some good hockey lately, Sean.
Yeah. I do. I like, you put me onto that 3-way money line thing, and it is nice. But yeah, I love betting on hockey.
Yeah.
Other than football,
I wish you could fight. I wish you could bet on somebody fighting Gritty the mascot because they're in Philadelphia tonight.
Ooh.
But just taking their 3-way money line. I believe that's at like -110, -120. Their regular money line's at -180. I also like the Heat -5 tonight. And that goes into my next pick, which is Miami at Charlotte over 226. I think there's going to be a lot of points to be had in this game. Charlotte, one of those teams that shows up one day, doesn't show up another day. I don't think they show up in the game tonight. So I'm taking the Heat -5 and the over in that game.
I like it. I do like it a lot. I almost picked Charlotte to win that game, but I stayed away from it. I'm glad I did.
To win?
Yes.
Wow. Ew.
Yes, but I'm glad I did because you
don't want to conflict me?
I didn't want to conflict you, and like you said, like we said, you've been on a heater recently, and I feel like fading you is a bad idea.
Dollar Tree Ted Bundy, PD, I just got.
No, Dollar Tree Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad Bunny.
Which is me.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'll take it because I've heard multiple times that I look like Bad Bunny. So
I really don't know what that means.
Bad Bunny, Latin American artist. Yeah, I could see that. Dollar Tree Ted Bundy would also be a good one
for you.
Yeah,
sure.
Not personality wise.
I hope not.
I hope not either. Well, let's get into Sean's picks for tonight. Sean, you got 3 little tasty ones, huh?
All right, I'll get to the Blues one in a second. First, the Mavs -2.5. They're playing a Pelicans team that has not It's just not very
Lunch
good.
Lady Zion is getting another surgery.
They're, I think, 1-4, 1-3 since CJ showed up. So they have not been playing very good basketball. Luka's going to be the best player on the court. I think they win that game handedly. So I have no problem with that 2.5 points. St. Mary's -2.5. They're at home against San Francisco. First off, this bet is revenge against San Francisco for beating.
Should just be revenge against the refs in that game.
Yeah, fair. Sure, but San Francisco going to lose. St. Mary, like I said, undefeated at home. They played each other earlier in the season, and St. Mary's was down with like 10 points with like 4.5 minutes left. They surged back in San Francisco. Now they're home. I just think they're clearly the better team, and they should win that game. And then Blues -1.5. They're playing the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens
They're not good at hockey, how are they?
Are not good at hockey. They're probably, I would say that they're worse than the Coyotes, which is saying something. But if not, they're right there with the Coyotes. They are just really, really bad, which is also why a little free prop for the people.
Oh, it's free? Do you have to pay for mine?
I mean, they should have to pay for yours because they're so good.
Thank you.
But Vladimir Tarasenko, whether it's to score a point, anytime goal scorer, power play point. Montreal is the third most penalized team in the league. The Blues are, I think, have the 8th best power play in the league. They're the 5th in goals, so I expect them to destroy the Canadiens. I expect them to get several chances on the power play.
So what you're saying, Tarasenko, good at hockey, Canadians not.
Good at hockey. He has 6 points in his last 5 games. 4 of them are goals. I just think he's been on fire recently, and he's playing a really bad team that gives up a lot of penalties. He's their main guy on their power play. So I expect him to have many opportunities to score a goal.
I like your little flannel thing you got going on. Flannel hoodie? Is that what that is?
No, well, it's
you got a hoodie underneath?
They're separate pieces. Yeah.
God, layers.
H&M all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not worried about the little scandal that they had? Anyway, we'll get into my props for tonight. Greek Freak, big game against the Sixers, going to impose his will on Joel Embiid, I think. Sixers off an embarrassing loss, 50-plus points. His over-under for points and rebounds is set at 40.5. I think he goes for like 35 and 10. Easily gets past that. There's a prop on DraftKings, which is plus money for Giannis and Joel Embiid to both have 35-plus points. I like that too. But Joel's points and rebounds is really high. I think it was like 43. Once it gets in that 43, 44 range, I get a little skeptical. 40.5, easy money. And then Duncan Robinson, a first appearance on the bet show for Shane prop. Big Duncan Robinson guy. He could get this with just threes. I mean, the man shoots the shit out of the ball. He's also tall. Not a great rebounder, but as I said, he's tall. So the ball just might fall to him. And I think he scores 15 plus regardless, but getting those extra rebounds can get to it. So I'm taking that number as well. Go ahead, Emma. Put the lower third on. Lower, down. Yeah, there it is. Woo! Yeah, so I like those tonight as well. I was also looking at our picks from last night. Johnny and I said something, and I'm kind of embarrassed by it because I do feel a little bad when this happens, but death taxes and Anthony Davis getting injured.
Yeah,
that's just what happens. And Johnny last night said that I put his name as street clothes on the graphic yesterday, under 22.5 points. And he started out hot. I think he had 17 at halftime. But on the show, I said, look, he's played consecutive days. I think if you wait for Anthony Davis to play 3 games in a row, I would take his under in the 4th game because he's probably going to tweak an ankle or something. Unfortunately, he did tweak his ankle.
Yikes.
And it actually looked pretty bad. So I hope he's not seriously injured. Never root for injuries on the show. But at the same time, that is what happened. And then the over 14.5 Chris Paul points didn't hit. So the hooketh giveth and the hooketh take, or the hook giveth and the hook taketh, because street clothes out, Chris Paul technical foul with 11 points at halftime. So both of those were on track to hit, and both of those were stymied by him. So yeah, that happened.
How did you feel about that Chris Paul tech?
I need to see another angle because I feel like he kind of backed into him. Yeah. But at the same time, Chris Paul knows what he's doing.
No, I've definitely seen worse calls, but I feel like, I don't know if it wasn't I think it was like an escalation of the thing. You see, they talked to the crew chief after the game. They asked him if the second one was an escalation.
Yeah, they interviewed a ref.
Yeah,
that's so fun.
He made contact with an official. So was it an escalation of the previous foul? He made contact with an official.
Yeah, and I understand that response. Again, I think the bottom line is Chris Paul knows what he was doing.
Yeah.
On the Sun show, they were saying last night that he got hurt and then he just didn't want to play anymore, which I could totally see. But speaking of the point guard, PHNXLocker.com. Look at these.
Ooh,
our God is an awesome God. They can't see you.
Well, I know, but I was waiting until they came back to me, and then they would be able to see me.
Well, what are you doing? Oh, nice. Yeah, you can get that shirt at the PHNXLocker.com. You can get other things like this beautiful shirt. You can get stuff from all of our teams, the sticker packs as well. I just ordered a bunch of new stuff. Always new things dropping at the PHNXLocker.com. And you also go to gophnx.com. Get your first month for just 50 cents to get great articles from everybody at PHNX and good content all around. Or you can get an annual membership for just under $60. You also get a free t-shirt with that. Get some good stuff. Always coming out of gophnx.com and the PHNX Locker. So excited for all of that stuff and excited for the slate tonight that we gave you picks for. Join us in the Discord if you're a member, and if not, become a member. And we like to live bet in the Discord, talk about some stuff. Some guys are throwing out picks in there themselves. So it's a good time. You can use DraftKings Sportsbook to bet on things like that. DraftKings Sportsbook is the #1 sportsbook, and it's an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet just $1 on any NBA team, and if they win, you get $150 in free bets. It's just that easy, guys.
So easy.
It's the best sportsbook out there, and it makes things more fun to bet on. So if you don't want to watch the Knicks blow a 28-point lead for the third consecutive game, or if you want to watch them do that and want to live bet the Nets, I believe they were like plus 3,000 at one point probably last night. It's just a guess, but they were something. They were probably plus 28 when they were down. So you would have covered and they would have won. They did win that game. So if you want to live bet things like that, head over to the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use that promo code PHNX when you sign up. Bet just $1 on any NBA team to win. And if they do, you get $150. Shut up, Slack. In free bets. Oh, that's why. It's 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800 next step. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. Okay, we got a show coming up soon. Probably in like the next 30 minutes. Join us right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. Leave a like, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Shane Deef. You can follow Shawn on Twitter at Shawn_DePaz. You can follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_bets. I almost said PHNX_Sundles. We also have a French Bulldog show going on in the other room. Again, everything you can find at the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. And if you're listening on audio, thanks for listening. And we'll be here tomorrow at noon. Peace.